don't know.
Who knows?
Roger or not.
Also don't know.
See it though? Okay.
We'll give him a minute.
Yeah.
And then, when it gets to the end of the meeting, if Josh doesn't show up, that's one thing, but if they both come in late, then we can blame them both for meeting running long.
There you go.
It's your guys' fault, we couldn't start on time. Morning, Roger.
Morning, Joe.
Morning, Josh.
Morning. Well, not really. It's 8:01.
Roger's missing.
Roger's in the courthouse somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Try and give him another minute, I suppose.
There he is.
Welcome back, you're late too.
I was just checking on the pipeline.
Did you learn anything?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
They
good.
moved some easements around.
Okay. Are you ready or going?
Yep.
They're still active.
Well, if everyone's ready, we'll stand for, I'll call the meeting to order and we'll stand for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Alright,
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. Good morning, guys.
Alright, do we have any public discussion? Okay, hearing none, I would entertain a motion to approve the agenda in minutes.
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed say nay. Motion carried unanimous. Next, we're up to monthly update from secondary road foreman.
Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Good morning.
Anyone on the board have anything for the secondary road foreman? Thank you. Were we out blading the other day, looked like?
Yes. A little bit of grass cut.
Yeah. Have you,
This year. What's that? Did the grass grow this year? Just a little. Just a little.
did you check out any of those any more on the weeds that we were talking about?
I did not get up there last week. I think at the end of the week I had to cover some things, but they're dying. The weeds are dying, so
Okay.
they've been sprayed. They're dying.
Have you guys seen any other spots where there's weeds hanging on or?
I mean, yeah, there's thistles all over the others.
I mean, there's spots, there's spots. It's not,
Alright. Anything new and exciting?
Yes, we've had some situations, the road foremen have been contacted about drainage district repair requests that the trustees of the drain have made. And I guess, I think after visiting with Bill and Scott, we prefer that those contractors visit with the trustees. The contractors are asking the road department to start providing materials and different things for some of the repairs. And we don't know, we kind of get in the middle of everything. So just wondering what the trustees of the drains feel about that.
I think they should go through the trustees, because otherwise the paperwork isn't gonna get done correctly, I'm afraid.
Right. So I guess,
Like just needing a repair request made out, or what are you talking about?
no, that
If
if there's a request and
load of gravel.
there's one that they need
Okay,
60, 70, 80 loads of fill, and a contractor doesn't have the fill, they'll call up the road department and say, what are we supposed to do? Well, we don't know. Well, I would encourage you to make sure that when you have a contractor that's working on a request, to make sure that they are aware that they're supposed to contact you with any problems. There are times where the road department, we do provide materials and then we build the drain, but
yeah,
we also don't want to get in the middle of some of these discussions, I guess. So we need better guidance, I guess, on some of these as well. And we will start replying that they need to get a hold of the trustee that signed the request and sent the request to them. So,
As a,
I think the board, each board member, whenever you call them, you should let them know that too. Just tell them when you call for a request, for repair that, you know, if you need material, don't call the road phone, you call me.
yeah.
well, I know like some when it's been CMP or whatever, I know we've provided that for other things and you guys build a drain and stuff, so it's outside of that normal or like large quantities or what
Well,
are we,
again,
what are we dealing
my
with?
understanding is there is a repair that I think possibly there were quotes taken for the repair. Now, if that's the case and the road department starts supplying a contractor that had a low quote and we have no idea what's going on, another contractor that quoted that job might cry foul. And we don't want to be in the middle of any kind of conversation when we do not know the specifics of the repair.
Okay.
I mean, if a contractor gave a person a quote to repair the job, there should be some sort of communication that tells that contractor, this is what needs to be done. And we do not want to be the people that, for whatever reason, causes problems. So
Okay.
we need to, if there's material that's needed on a drainage district repair, we'd prefer to be contacted by the trustees of the drain.
Okay.
And we have done it in the past, we will do it in the future, but we just don't want to be any kind of a middleman in communication.
Okay.
sounds good.
Anything else for Foreman? Otherwise, thank you guys.
Alright, thank you.
Doug, can you stay for the ICAP thing?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. It's coming up here in just a few.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks, guys.
ARHC, we are up to you guys for your monthly update.
Hello, don't have too much going on. I believe you have the May financials, so working through year end. Right now, we had the audit, a couple weeks ago now, so still working to tie that up. It went well, still holding our own financially for this year. Our inpatient this year was lower than we had seen in the last couple of years, as we would expect. Just thinking of some notable volume increases that we've had in our outpatient services. We began the pediatric speech and occupational therapy program, I want to say 2 years ago now, and we've seen our highest volumes down there this past year. Really a great service that we're pleased to offer to kids. And then just the other one is our retail pharmacy has seen their biggest year, I want to say, in the last 5 years. So pretty busy there too, and we're happy to offer that service too. And then Steph, did you have a?
Yep, and then I had, last week we celebrated our staff, we did a staff satisfaction survey, and we had a 95% completion rate on that, which was really good. Our score came in at a 4.42 out of 5, which made us the 3rd highest staff engagement score throughout Mercy One in the state, so that was a really good score. And then lastly, we have a new physician, Dr. Allison Rausch, who will be starting at the beginning of September. So she'll need a few weeks to get up and running, and then after that, she'll start seeing patients. So we're happy to have her join the team.
Thanks.
Any questions?
Nope, you already touched on it, but I saw the census was a little bit lower than projected.
Yeah, pretty similar to how it was back, I want to say, in fiscal year 19. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pre-COVID.
Hear a lot of COVID. You saying patients with COVID?
You know, there's a little bit of COVID, and we've seen a few admissions related to COVID. Mercy in Mason City is also, they've seen a few admissions related to COVID too, but nothing like the years of, 2020 through 2023, so.
It doesn't seem that people are quite as sick.
Correct.
Alright,
Ran into Allison at the fair, she seems pretty excited.
Does she?
Very lucky to have her.
alright, anything further? from the board?
Operating margins, hanging in there.
Yep.
Yep.
Like to keep it that way, right? Just good. Consistency's good.
No room for error though.
That's right.
Alright,
Okay,
thank you.
Thank
Thank you guys.
you.
Have a good day.
Good to see you guys.
Yeah, good to see you.
Alright, next up is a liquor license for Columbia Hall.
Move to approve.
I'll second.
Alright, got a motion and a second to approve liquor license, any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Any opposed, say nay. Motion carried unanimous. Next is resolution for reestablishing the compensation board. Does anyone have any questions on that? Alright, if not, this is resolution 08132401. I would entertain a motion. Alright, is there a second?
Second.
Okay. Any further discussion on the motion for this resolution?
Everybody turn in there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
listed
It's all
on
on
there.
there.
Yep. Do we need it to be retroactive to July 1? I don't-
That's the resolution that came from ISAC, so I'm
Okay.
guessing, yeah, I just kept
Okay.
it the same.
Okay, that's fine. I was just curious. Alright, any further discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Plath,
Yes.
Jerks,
Yes.
Wactor,
Yes.
Nath,
Yes.
Stecker.
Yes. Motion carried unanimous. Alright. Roger, you like a new vehicle?
Good morning.
Good
Yes.
morning.
Tammy, did you print them out copies of the?
Yeah,
It's in their
package.
packets,
Packet,
yeah.
yeah.
Yep. This is a vehicle we're gonna purchase from Snyder Ford down in Des Moines, or actually West Des Moines. The quote on it is $49,933, which is, we're finding pretty much all the patrol pursuit type vehicles that are on government bids are all within about $500 of each other. They're all just under 50,000. This is one that happens to be in stock and available. We can pick it up here as soon as we approve it and get the check. We are trading in vehicles, so that's down the bottom, you see $9,500 trade-in. So that brings the total cost down to $40,433. I don't know if you remember the old Ford Expedition that was bought from the Missouri State Patrol about 7 years ago. That's getting traded in along with one of our old Ford F-150s. So we're trading both those vehicles in for a total of $9,500, which I'm very pleased with because that Ford Expedition, I didn't think we'd get more than $1,000 for it, but it actually gave us a little bit more than that, so. That's what we're looking at doing. It'll take 3 to 4 months before we get the vehicle and get it all set up and everything, but we're starting the process now.
Did you go down to Stivers for the availability?
Yes, it's on the lot available. We went down, looked at it, made sure that it was everything that we needed, and they had 3 of them. So I've got one on hold until we get your approval.
Okay,
And then as far as the second vehicle, I won't look at anything until next spring. We'll see what the budget does throughout the winter here.
Okay.
Then we'll look at considering doing something for a second one next spring.
Okay.
We try to maintain 2 per year if we can, but obviously we're trying to stretch it out next year if we can, depending on the miles and condition of the vehicles and that kind of stuff.
yep. Alright, any other questions from the board?
And a reminder that this is the purchase price, then we'll have to set up the vehicle. And I'll be back for that. That'll probably be, we've been using Tilgus Main Street Specialties here in Algona.
Yep,
Typically, it's anywhere from 13 to 15,000 to set a vehicle up, until we put all the equipment in it.
yep,
But that'll be down the road. We gotta order everything first, so get an estimate on that.
yep. Alright, entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Don't care.
Okay, motion by Jarks and I'll second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. Alright, motion
Okay,
carried.
thank you.
Thanks, Roger.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Roger.
Roger.
Okay, we got ICAP, oh, do you wanna call Todd and let him know we'll be to that next? How long do you think for ICAP?
Not very long.
Couple minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
He's not up here.
Bridget came and met with us, last week, I believe. We've been waiting for our invoice for ICAP. It's taken a little
Good
bit
morning,
longer.
Todd, we were up to ICAP. Alright, thanks.
We were expecting an increase of 30%, that's what we budgeted for. Our actual rates have increased 38%. And the reason for that is because of reinsurance, trying to get reinsurance, and Mother Nature, to be quite frank. All the wind damage and storms that have gone through has risen the claims, and in order to stay in business, they have to raise their rates too. So Bridget came with some ideas of how to drop our amount. For some reason, Kossuth County has always had very low deductibles, which is pretty much unheard of. So as you can see in your packet, she gave us other deductible rates, which would save us quite a bit of money. If we went to a $5,000 deductible for automobile and property, it'll save us $32,000. Actually combined like 40-some thousand, 32 in property and 9,298 in automobile. I talked to Doug about this. We don't have very many property claims. Most of our claims are automobile. So it would affect mostly his department and Roger's department. And so Doug and I both agreed that our deductible is low, and if it could save the county $40-some thousand to make us, most people's deductibles are quite a bit higher than what we have now. So it's not on, it's pretty realistic for us to change our deductible.
How many claims or accidents do we typically turn in for either of those?
I have no idea.
Oh, I thought you guys said you looked at them, that we typically haven't had very many.
No, property. She told us we haven't had very many property. We have a
Okay.
lot more automobile than we have property.
Okay. I wonder if they'd be more comp or collision, cause 200 and 600 is a ways apart for just between the two. I was kind of surprised to see that, but
That's what we have now.
yeah. I mean, mine have always been the same, which the thousand would be the same going forward. Just wondering how much that extra deductibles that's gonna cost versus the premium savings, potentially.
Audrey would probably have the most.
That's what I'm,
You
yeah,
usually see one sitting there,
well, that and, I mean, deer
yeah.
and cases that they're chasing people or whatever.
Doug, you know offhand how much, I mean, times these days?
I think the last time that this happened, we had a truck that was totaled, which was 2018.
So you don't use it much is what you're saying?
No. As soon as I say that, something will happen.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Murphy's Law.
No, it does not seem to affect us very much. And
Okay.
I definitely, I feel comfortable with what was talked about.
Okay. Any thoughts from the board?
Makes sense to me, seems like a simple way to save some money.
What was our total dollars we budgeted for insurance?
Oh God, I'd have to look. It's over,
Was that, well, would this bring us
Yeah.
down to that 30%
no,
increase?
we'd still be
range?
over
We're still
about
over?
20,000 maybe. But it gets us closer to that number.
Okay. What do
Tell me
you,
the future and then you know what to do.
yeah,
I'm fine with it. You're gonna, insurance companies have everything figured out.
mm-hmm,
You're not gonna beat them, so.
I guess. Any thoughts on what you guys wanna go to, or if we wanna change, or whatever? Or do you want more information?
Well, we gotta do it soon because we have to have our plan and it's gotta be paid. We can't get our invoice till we decide what our deductible is and it has to be paid this month.
Okay,
And our claim date is the 20th, so that doesn't give you much time.
no,
I make a motion for $5,000.
Property.
yeah,
Oh.
there's two
There's two
parts there,
parts.
Jack.
You want property and auto or,
Auto is,
Second line
auto
there.
is quoted at 1,000. Property is quoted at 25 and 5. So there's two different parts.
25 in property, 5 on automobile.
The other,
you have it backwards.
You go 1,000 on.
No, he said 25 on property and 1,000 on automobile, right?
No, he said
No,
5,000.
5,000,
Oh,
5,000, that's what.
No, it's 1,000 for automobile and 2,500 or 5,000 for property.
This line is this right here for the thousand, cause right now we're at 200, 600. So it'd be thousand for that and then 5,000 for
Alright, 1,000, and 5,000.
Okay,
I'll second it.
okay. Any further discussion or questions? Alright, all those in favor say aye. Any opposed, say nay. Motion carried unanimous. Alright. Todd, you're here and ready? I would entertain a motion to go into closed session with our county attorney for Iowa Code 21.51C.
So moved.
Okay, motions or second?
I'll second.
Okay. Any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Swack,
Yes.
Jerks,
Yes.
Wactor,
yes.
Nath,
Yes.
Stecker.
Yes. Motion carried unanimous.